Your mom does too look like an NFT, Big Dario. She told me. No one's just had her minted yet. That's so ridiculous. What am I saying? I don't have any idea. Alright, forget the countdown. I'm trying to... So, we're gonna disable our OBS preview here for a sec. I am setting up Touch Portal on the phone, like we talked about. It's annoyingly... It's been a while since I messed with Touch Portal. I've had it installed for a couple years now. I don't use it a whole heck of a lot, but like it's super tedious to have to go through and like click every single thing, whereas the Stream Deck's a little more intuitive to just drag and drop stuff. And here, let's do it this way. So if we set these to toggle now, switch lav to mic. That should be fine. But I didn't click save, and then it just deleted my entire Touch Portal button I had. So that was annoying. And then it keeps auto redirecting where my phone rotates, but I can turn that off. All right. Guess this is fine. Hello, hello. So I walk off stream. That did not turn on my light. There we go. What's up, Ginja? Juke W. OMG, it's Captain Chunk. Patrick Sterling in the house. What up, dog? Almost never on Twitch anymore. Yeah. Welcome. So, huge thanks. I just checked Twitch, and like right before I decided I was streaming, and we hit 10,000 followers. Patrick Sterling being number 10,002. Don't know why you weren't following me before, my boy. So, thank you very much. Pretty wild. Especially given the infrequency and sporadicness of my streams. Today's stream does not have specific objectives, but that means we can have some fun. I do have a couple things I'm going to be doing, etc. But we don't have any hard, fast things we have to get done today. So we got a singular package to check out. We've got some glitch art stuff we could do. We can talk about streaming so far, having just hit 10K. How about the Stream Deck app? The mobile Stream Deck. Oh, thank you for the Prime sub stereo sniper. About time I caught a stream to give you this. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and Patrick Sterling with the Prime subs. Within like 2 minutes of following, we already get a Prime sub from you. Hell yeah. Thank you, brother. I love this StreamOS overlay. Someone asked about the Stream Deck app versus Touch Portal. The Stream Deck app is really limited. Like, I know that's... Excuse me. I guess it's kind of counterproductive to say... Oh, I am clipping in my camera. You don't hear this, but I do need to turn it down for when I switch to the lav mic. We're gonna turn it down to 10. That should be fine. All right, anyway. I know it seems ironic to say because as I am setting up Touch Portal right now, it's still auto-rotating. It's not supposed to do that. I turned it off in the phone. I guess I gotta turn it off in the app. Anyway. Maybe I need to turn it back on. Nope, it's still auto-rotating. I don't have a clue. Anyway, the icons I have set up are non-existent at the moment, but Touch Portal gives you a ton of customizability to get like custom button sizes and like things like that I'm going to be implementing that will make especially using on a phone for quick on-the-go gestures a little easier. The Stream Deck mobile app is fairly limited. It's cool, and if you're used to the Stream Deck and want to keep integrated with the ecosystem, all that, totally fine. I will actually open it up right here if I still have access. Yeah, I do not have a subscription anymore, so I cannot show it off. But it's just a really basic set of buttons. Granted, it's pretty cheap, but Touch Portal's free to start with, so I don't know how much of a argument that holds up. All right, I'm gonna try to display, advanced, screen timeout. We're going to Set to 30 minutes. That should be fine. Auto rotate screen is set to off. So maybe it's in the touch portal settings. Settings. Time before screensaver should start. 900. Oh, that's already off anyway. Keep screen always on. Yes, thank you. Rotation behavior. Landscape. Hopefully that works. There we go. Okay, now it's locked in. Thank you for the 1,000 bits from Rush Dark Shadow. Haven't seen you in a while. Same with Zooey. Zooey CA, what's up? Welcome, welcome. Sorry, we're just kind of fumbling. So we've been making changes in the studio. After the last stream, I did order the little remote, the Wacom remote, Express Keys remote that we talked about, and the wrist strap for mobile configuration. We're trying to figure out options for me to move around the studio and control the stream. So I'm getting Touch Portal set up for that as well. And then hopefully, I still haven't heard back about the Twiddler, but it is the weekend, so hopefully we will hear back about that soon. But yeah. Thank you, Rush Dark Shadow. Alright, so I guess first and foremost, and we're gonna take the Touch Portal and try this with me, so I haven't even turned on my chat yet, as you can see in the background, so we're gonna get that turned on. You can't hear me. So we're gonna get that turned on. I have no idea if this button did anything. It did! Hello! Holy crap, what the hell, Alex? Alex, with the 5 gifted subs. Again, you mad lad. Y'all are too much. Alex is just trying to like hold the top tier on the stream forever. We are at a level 3 hype train already, and I just got started. We've been live less than 10 minutes. All right, well, thank you. Oh, it's just gonna keep happening for a minute. While that's happening, I'm gonna go turn on my chat, because now we're on the lav mic, so it should be working. Touch Portal seems to be fine. We're gonna turn on our chat monitor here and our stream preview. For those who don't know, I just have a couple Insignia smart TVs over here. These are not sponsored. These are incredibly cheap. I got them on used open box Black Friday deals. Whenever I built the studio, because I just wanted an option for having a TV wall, and the alerts are still going. And so on one of them, I just pull up my stream, which I have to search for, and then the other is supposed to be running chat off a little computer. I don't know what that computer's doing because it's no longer outputting to the TV. There we go. Okay. So this chat got raided to another chat, so I'm gonna have to go back to my chat. That's the only thing I don't like about raids, is when you just have chat up, it redirects all your chat. Like, I just want this window to stay on my chat permanently, and it does not do that. All right, I think we're working now. The alerts are still going off. What in the world? I just yanked that camera out of the power. And possibly a USB port. No big deal. What in the world's going on over here? With the freaking hype train. We're gonna swap our... Can I just touch it on Touch Portal? Nope, that didn't do it. What in the world, Alex? Those alerts just kept going, and we got bits. We got 100 bits from Regions of Origin. How's it going? We got 5 bits from Stereo Sniper. That's all we got. That's fine. That's fine. What's up, Lance? We got 625, I think. Or is that just part of your name? I'd use Chatterino if you just want chat. I have not heard of that. It is rare that there's a tool I have not heard of. Oh, I have heard of this. Yes, I should get this. I literally cannot install anything on this computer because it's one of those tiny, like, mini PCs that has full storage. But whenever I refresh, excuse me, it's Windows install, this is perfect. This is awesome. Okay, thank you for the recommendation. that is going to show up in one of the episodes of Free Stream Tools, because that is perfect. Sweet. All right. Anyway, now I got to turn this camera back on. All right. No, we're good. So we're going to unbox something real quick here. We'll switch on over to, Thinkify. I see what happened. All right, hold on one sec. So this is something I run into an issue with. There we go, we're good now. So the problem is, I keep switching which camera my lav runs into, and then when I hide that camera, it hides the audio device. And so I had to get the order specifically last time. I'm sorry. Anyway, some people were getting an ad anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Anyway, back where we were. This was a pre-order that I've been waiting for a while. I did not get the original run of these, but we finally got a Duke, and this is the Halo Combat Evolved Cortana Duke from Hyperkin. This is based on the original Xbox controller, but it's designed for Xbox One and Series and whatever. The consoles. I'm super stoked for this. Hopefully the audio's not broken this time. Classic EposVox streams, everything breaks. Like really, the more of these streams I've been doing, the more I'm figuring out like the weaknesses and quirks of my setup moving forward to, oh my God. Whoo! Okay, moving forward to the bigger show that we're gonna have later this year. Hot damn, this is nice. This is way better than I was expecting. Holy crapola, and we are like way overexposed. There we go. Absolutely beautiful. USB Type-C on an original Xbox Duke controller is really bizarre to see. No memory card slot, unfortunately, of course. Oh, that feels weird. Oh, those are really hard to reach. So the original Xbox controller did not have bumpers. So you just had the triggers, and then the black and white buttons were what became the bumpers. And so these are, I can reach them. Like I always preferred the Duke because I got slightly bigger hands, but not focusing. If I get closer, it should be fine. But you basically have to like double finger it, which sounds really inappropriate. Those thumbsticks feel fantastic though. The button layout is a little quirky. The D-pad is atrocious. And then I think it still has the OLED screen that has the logo. So that's pretty sick. Wait, it comes with a stand? Really? Nice little braided USB cable, of course. Does it really come with a stand? What? No way.
The original Xbox controller, I mean, this thing was built off of the Dreamcast controller, which was already weird enough. Oh wow, it's like a full acrylic thing. You gotta peel off all the stuff, though. I don't really feel like doing that right now because we have, over here, double finger, you say? Don't let me say things on stream. I'm gonna start like taking streaming seriously and get canceled like right away. We have the Master Chief to hold. Oh, it's too big. The Duke is too big for Master Chief. That's hilarious. I thought this would hold it. It kind of does. That looks ridiculous. Oh my. Okay. Well, that's fine for now. Alright. That's our one unboxing. Let me take the zoom or the lens cap off the PTZ here. Swoop. We'll switch on over to that, which hopefully this button works and doesn't mute me. Bam. Alright. So I need to get my chat set back to my chat window so I can see it properly. Cortana's too big for Master Chief. He can't handle her. Oh my. Alright. That just took me back to my stream page. I need slash. No. Yeah, it's not gonna, I'm gonna have to manually pop out chat. That's really annoying. Y'all can't even see me now, that's fine. Actually, I can make that happen, but it's fine, I'll pop out chat this way. Hello! This computer is so slow, I need another alternative, but it has both HDMI and VGA, which I need to connect both to this TV and to the CRT I have it running a logo on, so it's kind of annoying. I don't have that many computers that are like super small and easy to just run as a media center that have both HDMI and VGA. Hey, what's up, Gail Level? Thank you for stopping by and congratulating me on my 10,000 subscribers or followers. What are they? I don't know. Thank you. Just messing with you. Hope you get some sleep, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. All right, yeah, I don't think I'm getting my chat back here. This computer cannot handle running Twitch. It was only supposed to have my chat window. Maybe we do download Chatterino on it. I kind of don't want to keep fighting with it in the stream, but... Alright, so I think it's /EposVox /PopOutChat. That should do it, right? Yes. Okay. We good now. We good. What are you using for a mic? This is the Deity interview kit for lav mics. Sorry, unless you've got a time machine, that content is unavailable. Whatever. I have the chat on the preview. It's fine. All right, people. Party people. Party people. Boop. Hello.
So like a lapel mic? Yeah, lav mic and lapel mic are basically the same thing. Your tweets today, Adam, they had a lot of weight. Thank you for your output. Thank you for your input. And thank you all for getting me to a level 3 hype train as the start of the stream. So, speaking of tweets, I do want to respond to a specific tweet that actually came up. That way we can turn that into a video and I don't have to shoot a separate video later. So we can go on, like, do this now. Let me find it. And then we will respond to it. Where is it? Here we go. Here we go. Found it. All right. 2 tweets. I'm just going to pop them up. Upload image. Okay. I want to have a chat about streaming gear for a moment based on a comment from Francisco Aguilar here. The question is, Epos, do you think that streaming gear has plateaued or is close to? I try to think of how much more companies can innovate, and I'm struggling because I feel like they hit all the right notes for us creators. And then they follow up by saying, in all seriousness, Elgato has led the movement in streamlining, and other companies have kind of, you know, followed in their tracks. But how does that, I guess, allow for the, you know, for competition? And I'm trying to find a specific thing in our Discord server real quick that I can include in this discussion here. Where is... We were just talking about... Whatever. It doesn't matter. Here we go. Here we go. So there are two things I want to discuss in this conversation. Ignore this for a minute. This is not a sponsored spot. I am not going to tell you to buy these things. Is it just me or is the mic at the desk not synced with the video? Advanced audio properties. It should be. Is it still ahead of it? We'll try 120 milliseconds. Anyway, so has streaming gear plateaued? I'm going to say that the answer is mostly yes, but also no. So the issue is that it comes down to what problems there are to solve. If we think about the core problems that needed solving for streaming to be possible or doable or viable for independent creators, we needed things like affordable cameras that were high enough quality to broadcast and connect with our audience, ways to capture and stream our gameplay without massive performance impacts or expensive computers. We needed ways to have alerts and interactivity with our audience, things like that. All of the core problems that needed solving, from basically taking what was 10 years ago mostly broadcast and enterprise gear and making it more accessible on the consumer side, most of those problems have been solved. There's still going to be smaller problems within that to be solved. For example, you can get into the nuance of, well, now we need HDMI 2.1 capture cards. We need capture cards with G-Sync. We need capture cards with this and that. And that's fine. But the core problem has been solved. We have reached the point of diminishing returns where 99% of people have what they need available. I think there's going to continue to be problems to solve, and there's still going to be new exciting gear, and the formats are going to keep changing. For example, as I just talked about in my video that went live yesterday at the time of recording or streaming this, AV1, the open stream video encoding codec that is going to be super high quality, that is just around the corner in terms of like streaming it to Twitch. Twitch has been heavily invested on making it happen. We can finally record with it in OBS Studio, and we are reaching the point where the demand for encoders is here. It's going to be coming soon. So then that's going to be a new generation of gear where we start seeing the evolution of new codecs. And we haven't really seen like a codec paradigm shift in like 15 or 20 years because AVC or H.264 has taken over, and all the successors to it have been way too licensed up and all of that, and patented and everything, so that it wasn't really reasonable to use. Like there are plenty of streaming sites that still can't use H.265. It's a whole mess. So we're going to see gear in that category take off. We're going to see more advanced, like I think we're going to see a lot more kind of unified workflow tools like the Roland video switcher I showed, which is not a new concept. Video mixers have been a thing since the dawn of time for broadcasts and things like that, but to have them on a more accessible level for more indie streaming kind of stuff is going to be really, really exciting. And I think we're going to see more products in those categories. But I think what we're going to see in terms of the next stage of innovations, it's mostly going to be companies kind of locking down on their ecosystems. Like Elgato was the first one to go the whole Apple ecosystem route. And they're doing, you know, once the Stream Deck came out, it was kind of game over for a lot of market share in terms of people being like, okay, well now I have the Stream Deck, it works with everything, and so the Stream Deck controls my lights, it controls my camera, it can control my capture card, it can control all this, and so Elgato continues to release new things that feed into that ecosystem. We're starting to see AverMedia kind of jump into that ecosystem, and I think more companies are going to do it. Razer's kind of doing it with the Synapse stuff, but that's the worst part of their products, so take it or leave it. But I still think there's room for competition because there's just always the need for competition. Like right now, there are a lot of people who just don't want to buy Elgato products because either they've had a bad experience with them, they don't like their marketing, they just don't want to deal with them. And so they'll go with AverMedia. There's a lot of people who feel AverMedia is just like a knockoff Elgato brand, even though AverMedia has been around longer. And they prefer to go with Elgato, or they want the ecosystem and things like that. And we're going to start seeing a lot more cheaper products. My most popular gear coverage videos recently have not been the Elgato products or the expensive microphones or the fancy stuff. It's been the $5 capture card and the $20 webcams and things like that. So we're going to see a lot more push for affordable and cheaper capture cards as the people try to drive the bottom line down more and more, while the better known companies are going to innovate in the more kind of expensive and niche feature set places. Like we still need DisplayPort capture cards, things like that. Now this came up, this company Streamplify, whatever, came up in my Discord server because they are basically trying to offer their own ecosystem of streaming products right out of the gate. We got a tier 1 sub from Imicat. Thank you very much. 18 months. Jesus, that's a lot of subs. You are appreciated. So they're coming out of the gate with 3-4 different products that very much look like, you know, this looks like the AverMedia PW313. It's a 1080p 60 webcam. Crystal clear video quality. Big doubt on that one. RGB microphone, a ring light for a phone for some reason, and then a standing green screen. That's going to be a knockoff of the Elgato or the newer one. Hilariously, I feel like this company, other than the Streamplify name, is run by Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec, because it's just called Cam, RGB microphone, ring light, screen lift, 1.5 meters. Like, they have the most plain generic naming possible. But we're going to see a lot more companies like this pop up, where it's just going to be focused on the cheaper stuff and things like that. Hell yeah! Hunter with 27 months of Prime subs. Much appreciated. We are at the second section of the loading bar. Yeah! Appreciate you all. Y'all have been dropping some super big subs over the past couple streams. I greatly appreciate it. These El Cheapo companies are going to be massive in this space. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is like, it's hard to describe because they're, so I'm breaking out the yellow pad. Since we're doing this live, we got a legal pad. I'm going to draw some circles, okay? We've got, hang on. You're not going to be able to see this at all, but that's fine. So we got 3 circles. I know it looks like a butt. In the innermost circle are the top 1% of streamers. The people who are full-time streamers, who, if some 3,000 capture card comes out that solves like 1% of their problems, they're going to buy it. They have all the gear, they have everything they could ever need, and most of it's delivered free from the companies, and it's fine. Then this second, much bigger circle is streamers. These are just streamers in general. People who live for Twitch or YouTube or whatever, you know, they live and die by the drama, the information, everything that goes on. The people who are core involved in streamer culture. And then the outer circle is just people who want to stream. Just people. Gamers, educators, random people. They're just people who want to stream. This massive circle is the people who buy the majority of the products. But they don't buy the expensive stuff. They buy stuff from these El Cheapo companies and these random no-name companies that the core circle I've never heard of are going to be the people who are buying their streaming gear at Walmart or Best Buy are going to have heard of. So these companies take off with the outer circle, whereas the inner circle are like, you only use Elgato or AverMedia if you're a real streamer. And then the inner circle, who doesn't care at all what gear they stream with because they have the best gear and they don't think about it anymore. And so that's where these people are going to go with. Someone said it's funny calling something a newer knockoff because its products are also knockoffs. Yes, the amusing thing is, though, is even when newer knocks something off, it's usually they're the first one to like start up the factory or whatever with the patentless design, and then they're the ones who other clone companies end up cloning off of. It's kind of funny. Scrimitsu, congrats on 10K. Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by the stream. First time chatting. Good time to stop by. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. The flood of crappy products is going to suck, but if it drives down Elgato's prices, it's going to be good for anyone. So basically, they're faster in reverse engineering. Yeah, that's like Newer's entire business model. Honestly, I don't think the flood of crappy products sucks. It sucks from like a perspective of the reviewer, like of me trying to sort through it all and getting requests to review every single $5, $10 webcam or capture card. And I just logistically can't keep up with it. And most of them are crap and it's hard for me to care about them. And I can't market videos on them because they're all like, I got so many requests. So here, hold on. Hold on. If I could give everyone what they wanted, every single one of these capture cards, which is very clearly just the can't link rebadged and rehoused over and over and over, I'd make a video on. But I literally cannot conjure up enough titles and thumbnails and reasons for a viewer to care to just keep covering every single one of these because they're the same capture card with some minor differences in latency and supported specs, and whether it screws up the audio and turns that into mono, whether it lies to you about 4K or not, whether it lies to you about being USB 3 or not. I just can't. It's impossible. It would be terrible. Even though it was one of my best performing videos over the last couple years, I can't just keep making the same video over and over because I have tried replicating that video success. It doesn't really work. It was a right time, right place kind of thing. But from a reviewer standpoint, covering every single one of these cheapo things would... Thank you for the Prime sub, Maddie Fresh. Thank you for stopping by. Y'all are just, y'all are pulling out the subs today. Are we gonna hit a number worth celebrating for subs too? No, just kidding. All subs are worth celebrating. Some are rebrands, some are knockoffs, some are the original that someone else rebadged. There are clones of clones of clones of clones. So that part sucks. But the fact is that you can walk into Walmart or Amazon. You can't walk into Amazon, but you know, go into random stores and find these on the shelves now is incredible. It's no longer, hey, I want to use a camera to do a broadcast for a school event or whatever. What do you recommend? And I have to go, how much time do you have? Here, you need this list of super technical things that you don't need to know. It's literally HDMI into this, plug this in, turn on Zoom, you're good to go. That's incredible. It's just a lot to sort through. And then people want to get the best, and they ask me what the best is, and either they can't afford the best or they don't want to hear the explanation of why it's the best, and then suddenly they don't care anymore, and they just buy what their favorite streamer recommended anyway, and I'm like, why the hell did you ask me? Yeah. What's up, Billy J. Bryant? Hope you're having a great weekend yourself. Incroyable? I don't know what that means. You can actually walk into Amazon. Oh yeah, I mean, there are a couple Amazon stores, but, you know. But yes, so I agree that we're gonna... Actually, I don't agree. So, Francisco's little point about the, little point. That sounds insulting. That's not what I was getting at. Francisco's point about, I literally said little... Here, let me switch to the desktop view. I literally said little because it's the smaller of the tweets visually, and that's just what I was going at. But his second point about, you know, Elgato kind of leading the charge and AverMedia and Razer kind of going a little bit behind and things like that is mostly true. But at the same time, we're seeing so many more companies that are big companies that don't do streaming getting into streaming products and actually doing it decently. The AverMedia capture card was great. EVGA has been pumping out great capture cards. This is the XR1 Pro they just announced. My review of that should hopefully be up Monday if I ever shoot B-roll and finish editing it. Like, I think we're going to see some competition in those kinds of spaces. It's just a matter of how much it matters, because we've also seen companies like, say, HyperX, who started doing goofy stuff, or like, even I think it was Asus that released the deodorant mic at first. Like, their first iterations into this more gamery gear kind of flopped. And so there's a lot that could go wrong at the same time. I don't think there's little room for innovation, but innovation can really only go as fast as it's practical to keep up with the technology. Yeah, so like the speed of innovation is definitely going to slow down, because it was like, let's say, I drew 3 lines. Again, you can't see this. It doesn't matter, but I like drawing examples, and I don't have an easy way to do that on a mouse without it looking absolutely dog tier. So this is where home streaming was in 2011. Absolute trash. All we had was gameplay and music and Adobe Flash Media Encoder or a pirated copy of Wirecast, and played Call of Duty 4 to some radio rock music. And like, it was fun. It seemed like it was the cool new thing, but it wasn't great. At the time, this is where broadcast was. Cameras, productions, assistants, etc. So there was a massive leap to be had to go from where it was to where broadcast was, and now up a little bit more to where everything has kind of normalized today. But then that curve is not going to continue to be steep. There's nowhere else to really go other than in production value. So I think the next bubble, if we call it a bubble, it's not something that pops, so I don't know that bubble is the right word, but the next wave, the next big thing with streaming is going to be on the production side. And I'm really nervous to say this because this has already gone terribly wrong on YouTube. But like, we got the gear side down, and that side, like, those companies are going to continue to make new things and exciting things and be profitable, and surely someone will have good ideas like on-lens teleprompters that coordinate with your streaming software and all sorts of little stuff. But I think the next big, like, companies or, you know, people that are going to come up with exciting things are going to be on the production side, on producing good shows, on building out a media empire, so to speak, where, you know, you have a consistent production from a live stream to a video series to a TikTok to whatever, to do the kind of unified things that a lot of streamers do, but not all of them. A lot of them really struggle with that, and to just produce better and higher produced content. Now, I said I'm nervous about that because that leads into the rabbit hole of where the previous round of YouTube gaming production houses went, which was the MCNs, Machinima Respawn, Rooster Teeth, like all these companies built up really, really quickly back in 2011 with all of this money coming in from YouTube and this new exciting thing, and then fizzled out or like exploded in a bad way only a few years later. And I don't want to see that happening with the streaming bubble just leading the new charge, but I do think that's where the innovation's going to kind of come in for a little bit. So you're saying I need to launch a company that focuses on product geared toward production value. Yeah, software. Like, I think right now the most underrated piece of software for your stream is Stream Elements. And I feel ridiculous saying that. They're not paying me. They've never paid me $1. I don't owe them anything. But to have this unified, code-free, although you can code your stuff if you want to, workflow, where you can use all of these, all of these overlays that interact with each other and do all these advanced things that you can then send to any copy of OBS is pretty crazy. I still just use OBS. This uses OBS. You just add it as browser sources. Don't use Stream Elements as plugin. It's bad. But like, I think something like that, where you have the flexibility of building really dynamic and changing layouts and all of that stuff, like that is the future. That is what Streamlabs wanted to be. And then they fell down the money hole of, oh, well, we can just release generic layouts and charge money for it. And they kind of flopped with it. That's what Streamlabs wanted to be. Stream Elements is kind of doing it. I don't know that they're really, like, if I was them and I had like an influx of cash or investments or whatever, like I would be putting more money into figuring out how to put together these more crazy layouts and make them more accessible to streamers while also making them different. And I think it needs to focus around purpose-driven content. And that's where the market is going right now anyway, is purpose-driven content. Some of the most successful streamers are doing things like hosting specific game shows and, you know, having these specific narrative things to, like, tell a story and have a purpose. And obviously you still need your casual just chatting streams or whatever, but I think for the core part, effectively, like, if you think about like a sports broadcast, a broadcast of the Super Bowl, you have like 2 or 3 hours of pre-show radio or CNN, or not CNN, ESPN commentary or whatever, and then you have the thing, and then you have the halftime show, and then you have the thing, and then you have the after the fact thing. That is effectively what a stream is. You have your core thing that you're going to make a video about and make into a big production in the middle, and at the ends are just the casual chatting with you all, playing a game, whatever. And I think building more software components around that are going to be the next step. So I think Stream Elements is hitting it home with that right now. I think Atom, which is a plug-in revamp of OBS Studio built by Mr. Greggles, the drum streamer I interviewed, and his team. That thing does crazy shit. Like, it controls your lights, it controls DMX, it controls like everything. And it's been too much to wrap my head around just yet. And then stuff like StreamerBot. Like, I think that stuff is the future, but making it to where it's much more accessible, or at least we have consultants who pre-build this stuff, like production assistants or something like that. I think that's where things are going. And yes, Lance McDonald streams, who, if he's still in chat, he hard codes all of his overlays and stuff with HTML and CSS and shit, which is wild, but he's doing some of that stuff. Do you think production stuff will lean more towards dedicated hardware or software for existing PCs? I think it's going to be software. I think it's going to be service-based for the most part. I think there's going to be hardware to assist in that. Like I said, teleprompters, whiteboards of some sort, like interactive things. I think, like, and they're going to seem dumb. The backlash from the community is going to be big because it's going to seem like widgets or dumb gimmicky things. But I think kind of interactive things are going to be big. And then I think it's just going to be a matter of like set dressings. Like, what can we build a set out of? How can we build a multicam scenario? I don't know if you all were hanging out in the Discord when we talked about BB Jess's stream where she has a whole bunch of cameras setting up. That's what I'm working towards now. Like, as I'm building out, I've been building this all year since I moved in at the end of 2020. So for over a year now, I've been slowly piecing this together, but I've been trying to brainstorm, like, what are the pieces that would solve problems I have that could actually turn into tangible products? And I think gear, ironically enough, they're not paying me to say this, although clearly they have sent me things, but gear like the NDI stuff from Bird Dog also represents kind of the future, because we need all this stuff to kind of go to one place and not just rely on buying a whole bunch of capture cards and things like that. So streamers are becoming TV shows. I mean, I feel like that's a complicated and not productive way to look at it, because a TV show isn't a set format. Like, a game show versus reality TV versus a CW drama versus Game of Thrones. Like, these are all very different things, and we're gonna see streams that relate to very different things. But currently, streaming has always been just like a radio talk show or a live sports host or whatever, just without some of the formality, and some of it has the formality. And we're gonna see more of those formats brought in. They are going to be different by nature of being based around streaming, some adjacentness to gaming and things like that. But it's not like it's always been what it's been. It's just going to be better than it has been in the past. I think people are also finally realizing that for the most part, especially when streamers are having to stream 8 to 12 hours a day, like just watching them grind the same video game over and over until they hate it and they can't stand it anymore and they rage about it on Twitter all day, is not a sustainable way to go. It's just not. Especially in mass when everyone's trying to do it. The best, most well-produced, technically sophisticated overlay I've seen has still the one from Clyde Mandolin, the Mother 3 fan translator, used in 2015 to 2016. They were considering releasing it, but it was too janky and complex. Yeah, I've seen that about a lot of the Node.js stuff. Is like, it's too complicated to just release overall. What's up, Tokyo Machine? Thank you for stopping by. Woo! Much appreciated. Hell yeah. Hope you're having a great weekend. Appreciate you stopping by to say hello. Suddenly my chat is broken in OBS because I clicked on a name I don't think it was meant. There we go. No, stop it. Stop it. Yeah, I think it broke my OBS chat. That's unfortunate. I don't think you're supposed to click on the names in the OBS embed. What if I close it? View, docs, chat. Bring it back up. Yeah, now chat's, there we go, there we go, there we go. All right. Anyway, thank you for stopping by, Tokyo Machine. Hope you're having a great weekend. I'm just chatting about stuff here. Trying to catch up with chat because I was rambling. How important do you think chat interaction is for most streamers? This is really tough. I don't think you're gonna like my answer to it because I think overall, it's not. Like statistically, you go look at all of the most successful streams and they rarely respond to chat. But again, it's about, I guess for lack of a better word, the bell curve format in that the core content where they're doing the thing you're watching them for, they're not responding to chat, but at the end and beginning and then the breaks in between, they are responding to chat. However, most of their chats are too big to really respond super quickly to in the first place. But I say that, and for smaller streamers trying to grow, chat interaction is very, very important. You can't get away with not chatting with your chat or interacting with your chat. So it's kind of hard. Tokyo Machine with the tier 1 sub! Thank you. Y'all are just, y'all are too much today. I love it. See, this is, all right. Why am I tearing up? All right, stop that. I don't get to stream a whole lot. Ever since I had my kid, you know, obviously, well, back when my office was now the baby room, that wasn't super viable. But like, it's been a big lifestyle shift, especially coming from someone who worked and streamed 24/7. And so it's been weird kind of reassessing my priorities and trying to figure out how streaming fits back into it. I've been really working on getting, you know, that workflow back. And the fact that even though I don't have it as a, you know, as a stable static schedule yet, the fact that you all just show up and support regardless is insane to me. And the fact that we just hit 10K subs or follows is insane. But why am I tearing up as he picks up a banner? Don't make me feel things. All right. Anyway, so yeah, I don't. Honestly, I find stuff like chat bots and widgets and stuff to not be super important. Like, it's one of those things that it sucks when it's not there and viewers are expecting it, but realistically, your stream is not carried by those chat interaction things. It's hard. Harris Heller was just talking about that today about live streaming. He mentioned me too. What was he talking about? What did he mention me for? Oh, about how he just had a baby. Yeah. We were chatting about that the other day. I can promise you pretty much every streamer on Twitch has audio desynced from video. Especially once you involve multiple cameras. It is impossible to have audio and video perfectly in sync without thousands of dollars of Genlock gear. I can switch to the lav that's run into the camera, but it's not going to sound very great by comparison. Since I was sitting at the desk, I was trying to give you all the nice, crispy, large diaphragm audio. Tear up all you want. Don't tell me when to cry! Swimming, you know your mom looks like NFT. You know it. Alright, well this audio should be perfectly in sync, at least with this camera, because it's sent into this camera. That is honestly my biggest fear when it comes to the move to the NDI stuff I'm doing, is I don't know how to keep everything in sync. And frankly, like that's why I've done more simple streams, despite the fact that I have what? I have easily 20 cameras hooked up at any given point in time that like run to a stream, but I haven't figured out how to keep it in sync. And I know there's always going to be someone who complains about it that makes me want to fix it. Even though it's usually not enough to take away from anything. But yeah, honestly, it's bonkers that we have 10K followers on here. I know a lot of them are just people who came over from the OBS course. And NDI had to lay off sets. Yeah, but getting
everything with multiple different delays and stuff in sync is still going to be a problem. The good thing is all the NDI gear that I'm getting has audio inputs. So theoretically, I'm just running all of my audio into it and it should stay in sync because it's also coming in through NDI. But yeah, I know a lot of my followers here just came over from the OBS course over the years and probably will never show up to a stream. But the fact that I got to 10K followers and that we keep such a healthy stream here when I don't have a consistent stream schedule is just incredible. Like, I really appreciate it because between my ADHD, the lifestyle changes I've had recently, and just the fact that I get burned out on streaming if I try to do it full time, the fact that you all can support it without me having to go that route is, I appreciate it a lot. And like I said, 2022 is the year of me streaming a whole hell of a lot more, just not enough to take away from videos, I hope. All right, I do have to run an ad break really quick so that we kick off some of the pre-rolls and you all don't have to complain about that. So we'll be right back in just a moment. Wait a minute. I mean, NDI isn't that inconsistent. Like, it's fine. Okay, so it just told me pre-rolls are on, run an ad break to prevent pre-rolls, and then I click on the button to say run an ad break and it won't let me click on it because it said I recently ran an ad and must wait. I don't understand Twitch's ads. I am trying to develop a system to where I work with the ad system so you all don't get bombarded. It doesn't make any sense to me. And now I can't even find the, like, there's like supposed to be a whole panel for ad management. Oh, so it just ran an automated one and took it away from me? Okay. I guess that's fine. I'm not going to complain too much about Twitch. I'm trying not to be too negative about it, but I do not understand their ad system. Like, it should be their #1 priority to make it easy and integrated into a plethora of different systems so that I can just control it as I go. I don't know. It's weird. Alien I Am. Thank you for stopping by the stream. The hero we need but don't deserve. I don't know about that, but hey. Just tell people to subscribe if they don't like it. I mean, yeah. But it also, you know, natively integrates breaks into the stream format as well. So, all right, y'all got me like too emotional. I forgot what my actual plans for the rest of the studio stuff we were gonna do today were. I really love Twitch's new ad manager. I remember liking it, and then it disappeared from my Twitch view, and I don't see it anywhere now. I see add buttons, so I guess I can add the 30-second ad break button here. But the actual ad manager window is just kind of gone. Got a tier 1 sub from Not Your Parents GNS. Thank you for stopping by. Do I have the SO command? Is that a Twitch command or is that a bot command? It is a bot command. I don't have it. Okay. Well, go check out Not Your Parents GNS. Lovely co-op streamers. What's with your secret sauce settings? Direct printed spatial, Trellis 1, RC Lookahead 60, still using them? So those, I mean, they're fine if you do game streaming and you want to mess with it and stuff. These days, like, I don't really bother with it super much. Thank you for the Prime sub, Chamber Tech. In fact, I am streaming with Invink right now because it's fine. What's up, Separated Miles? Do you have console game capture set up in stream at the moment? My console stuff is over there. We could pipe it over, although NDI wasn't detecting, so I'll probably have to add a firewall exception, but like, we could pipe it over and make it happen. I can show you all some of the workflow for like my glitch art stuff, if you care about that. I still don't have the rest of the BNC connectors for my big switcher we showed off last stream. Those should hopefully be here Monday. I had to order 30. So that was fun. It's gonna be awesome though. All right, I had something I specifically wanted to show you all today. I don't remember what it was. We're gonna do this. Okay. Thank you, ADHD. I had a list. I had like 3 things that if nothing came up that you all wanted to talk about. Oh, one of them was the tweet. We covered that. Trying to think of what the last one was. BTW, your Windows 11 info helped me get display cloning working with 1440p 270 hertz. Can we just watch Gordon Ramsay YouTube videos, please? Fuck. Ugh. Oh yeah, this is the giant stack of composite and component video cables. I'm probably gonna... This probably isn't enough to cover what I'm running through my video switcher, but it's all I had. I wish it was easier to buy just like bulk, cheap, like short composite video runs and stuff, but it is surprisingly difficult to get. I mean, I guess not surprisingly, but annoyingly difficult to get a hold of them now. I do have PC game capture hooked up. We should watch Wendy's training videos. Oh my god. Pokey was banned literally moments after you. Lol. Apple Freak, sure, I'd love your shout-out command. I know there was some debate on Twitter today regarding are 30 VNC adapters enough for that matrix? Not for the whole thing, because it is 60 in, 60 out. No, 64 in, 64 out, but it's enough for what I need for it. Because I don't have 64 things going. But I needed to cover, the reason I needed so many was for audio, because it's 2 audio per source as well. But yeah, if you want to send that command over, that's fine. I noticed there was some debate on Twitter recently about, or today, about including, apparently some of them include clips, and for whatever reason that's become a problem. Either, I guess, showing bad clips, or I don't entirely understand why it would be a problem, but also due to the weirdness of clips on Twitch, I wouldn't necessarily just want to randomly show someone's clip, because it would probably be something inappropriate half the time, so there's that. Oh my. I hope this actually copied through the text perfectly. All right, you said it's for Nightbot specifically? I think I still have Nightbot in here. That square clock is awesome. That is a Divoom. It's supposed to be showing something else. I can change what it shows. But when my power was going out, it got reset, of course. So I can switch to... I'm also putting in the command at the same time. Commands, custom. Don't know if this is the right one, but we're gonna put a random image on it. Hey, that is the right one. Nice. So I had like a Christmas sign on there, but then my power went out and it reset back to the default one. Can do cool stuff with it. Holy shit, people put eval commands into Nightbot that takes strings from chat. I mean, I'm sure something could happen, but... So do I just put it in the message? Exclamation point SO. Sure, we'll try it. Do I need to tag them or... Hey, okay, that's the one I usually see. So thank you, Apple Freak. Perfect. Yeah, that's the one I've been seeing in a lot of people's chats. Oh my god. We just got hit with a Prime sub. Oh, a $5 tip from Alien I Am. Thank you so much. Holy crap. I don't think we've gotten a tip in a long time. I wasn't expecting to look for that one. I love the ads. I'm still developing more animated GIFs and stuff for the ads to replace the default Nerd or Die ones. I love it. Why? I don't feel like I should trust you now, Lance. Oh my god. 100 bits from EmiCat. It's the same thing for the most part. Tokyo Machine, I have an issue I'm going to try to describe as briefly as possible. I use OBS Portal on Dropbox and have Dropbox open constantly while syncing. It's constantly syncing something while it's open. Is that healthy? So what Dropbox does when you have a file open that it's trying to sync is generally it'll just pause it. Like it'll keep saying that, but it's basically waiting for the file to become available. The only time it should really become a problem anyway is if you have Dropbox open on one PC and another PC and it's like trying to overwrite each other, but theoretically you're not making that many changes to your OBS scenes and sources anyway. If possible, I would pause it while you stream, but realistically I don't know that that would really be a problem. I'm not sure that it would. But you are having crashing, so like theoretically that would be a variable to rule out, but I wouldn't jump to it being the cause. You've never used Nightbot? Wait, we can all use SO? Yeah, I mean, in most of the streams, I usually just see like a random, I mean, I guess I could restrict it to mods, but like my mods are barely here, so. I love them very much, but they also, you know, have things to do and I stream completely randomly. I'm all about streamer.bot. Yeah, it's on my list to get into, but it's one of those things that like, there's so much to get into that I just put it off indefinitely, because, yeah. I feel like it's pretty obvious, but. And like the issue is I would want to use it. So what I'm really putting it off for is, my unified stream workflow that I'm building towards. If you missed it, I'm working with Bird Dog. I'm getting a whole bunch of indie eye gear set up here, and basically I'm piping every camera and screen and everything in my studio over to one PC over there and doing a unified broadcast where I can completely walk around and do stuff throughout the whole studio and just quickly switch scenes in my hand and be able to do lots of cool stuff. And with that, then StreamerBot will make more sense because y'all will be able to change scenes if I forget to, do all sorts of stuff like that. Whereas right now, if I set it up to have commands to change scenes and things like that, those scenes won't be the same ones in different iterations of OBS. Like the same cameras won't be there and blah, blah, blah. So it doesn't really make sense in my head to worry about it right now. If that makes any sense. Okay, the display names for the shout out command is actually pretty cool. What is your next streaming topic you're aiming to dive into? Honestly? I don't know really, like, I don't know, I don't really have an answer. Like, yeah, indie, so really, for me, what I'm excited by NFT streams, dear God. Speaking of which, by the way, if you haven't seen it, I just posted my latest glitch art piece, which you can see here, called No Privacy. I still have to make a little bit of a fix to it, but this one's pretty freaking sick. Absolutely love it. But like, you know, most of the tech and things like that are just kind of more the same. And so what I'm really interested in now are the unique setups, the creative ideas behind like how to actually present your stream and the kind of unique approaches to setting them up. And so we've talked about a few streamers recently that are doing some pretty crazy cool stuff. I love seeing like co-op streamers do really unique things. And in a way, it's kind of living vicariously through them. And I think I'm struggling with that at the moment because I'm starting to realize it's kind of awkward that like, I don't know how to explain it. I struggle with the idea that my entire, for lack of a better word, even though that's not really what I care about, but like my entire legacy or like the thing I'm known for is teaching other people how to do the thing. But I don't have anything like if I help a big streamer who's really popular doing X, Y, and Z, that's really cool. But I don't have that thing of doing X, Y, or Z that I can fall back on. Like, I just always have to keep teaching people who will inevitably become more successful than me and also forget about me, which also doesn't really matter that much, but like, it's really tough. And so I'm trying to figure out if there's a way, like I'm exploring my glitch art hobbies I've neglected forever and photography and things like that. Like I'm trying to find ways that I can also have my own space and have followers for me and not just the OBS tips. We used to have a game where every time I got a verified check mark following me on Twitter, we would have a countdown to see how long until they tweet me asking for a DM, and then how long after they get the OBS help that they wanted that they unfollow me. Like, that doesn't feel good. And so I want to be known for something for myself at some point, and I'm struggling with that. But like, oh, it happened to me, like that was years of my life. Like every time a giant creator would follow me, and even now, like I have very big, and it's usually gaming creators, but like very big creators in the gaming space that follow me and will ask me for what they should buy, OBS tips, whatever, multiple times over the course of an entire year. Like there's one who I was a huge fan of, and this has kind of turned me off of. And I'm not naming names, I'm not starting drama, I'm just sharing my feelings. Like I was a huge fan of them, really liked their stuff, even if it wasn't my normal thing. Like I really enjoyed them, and I was super stoked when they finally reached out to help with OBS stuff and like to make that connection. And admittedly, like in their initial response, they were kind of like fairly grateful or, you know, appreciative of the help that I gave. But despite the fact that they're still following me and whatever, whenever it's my turn to do the ask, like usually for me, especially if I get a creator to help, I'm like, hey, I want to have you on the podcast. I want to feature your workflow. I want to learn more from you and, you know, do that thing. Even after multiple responses, I don't even get a no. Sometimes I get an unfollow. Sometimes I just don't get jack shit. And like, I'm not entitled to anyone's time, to anyone's attention, any of that. But the fact that because I make tutorial videos, being free tech support, which is not a cheap job if you actually wanted to hire me as a consultant, by the way, being free tech support is just assumed, or maybe not assumed, but you know, it's still kind of expected. Like even if they're appreciative, they kind of expect it. And then to not even try to interact in return, it's kind of weird. I don't know. It's just weird. It's really weird. And I'm trying, like, I admittedly for a long time it was this like what's the not exponential, wow. Existential. It was this whole like existential crisis of like, holy shit. Tokyo Machine, you didn't need to do that. You didn't need to do that. Thank you. That's not why I'm doing this. Just to be clear. Thank you. Seriously. This is not why we're having the conversation. I just want to make that abundantly clear. Thank you very much. I think I have to wait for the next 3 of these to go through before I can really get a conversation out. Yeah, there it goes. As soon as I have another thought. I think I can adjust this for gifted subs. I will have to go in and check, because I think it should only happen once whenever I get a gifted sub. I think that would be the way to go. I will actually pull up stream elements now while theirs are going up. Not that I don't want to celebrate the freaking gifted subs, like hell yeah. I know that's annoying if I'm mid-conversation and suddenly it's going off. Again, not to take away from the appreciation of it. I put too much into my disclaimers, I know. Anyway. I forgot what I was saying. Whatever, like I'm trying to figure out where my space is. Where my space is for my creation and like people supporting my work that doesn't go as far as the tutorials I make. I think this is especially like to put this on a different kind of level that isn't so emotional or whiny sounding, like in terms of viewership. Like here, let me pull up my channel right now. We can talk about like actual numbers, since I can't talk about anyone else's channel without that getting weird. People get super sensitive about anything you say about them publicly now, which I am so sick of, but that's not the point. Looking at my channel right now, some people love to point out how completely varied my view counts are. And that isn't because I'm botting views or my channel's a failure or whatever. It inherently comes in with making helpful, well, that sounds loaded, but you know, help-oriented content where theoretically someone doesn't have a reason to watch unless they're interested in the help I have to offer. So we have big hitters like higher quality streams on Twitch. Most people who watch me are interested in that. So that got a lot of views very quickly. But then like our Game of the Year's video, no matter how many titles and thumbnails I made for that, no one really cared about it other than like a core audience of probably the people in our Discord server. And that's fine. That's realistically, every time you touch the mouse, your mic drops like 6 dB. That's really weird. I don't think I can explain that one. Here, we'll switch back.
There we go. I don't think we'll get complaints about desync anyway. That's super weird. I don't, maybe it's the mouse interfering with my wireless pack. That's super weird. Anyway. Oh, it was the scene transition? Oh, that's probably why. Because it's probably fading out and back in. Yeah, it was probably the scene transition. Anyway, we're on a different mic. So, obviously, like, you know, only the core, you know, audience needs to see that video anyway. That's fine. But, like, realistically, these are videos I spend every waking hour that I'm not in my house with my family, like, working on. To the extent that I have put off all of my other creative endeavors. Now, that's my problem. That's not the platform's problems, the viewers' problems. But, like, I became so invested in my work that I put off, you know, I put off all of my art interests and I don't play games very much anymore. Especially being a full-time content creator, if you don't have the right self-control, it becomes a game of indefinite, like, delayed gratification, where at this point, I imagine a future where I retire and then I get to play my video game backlog instead of playing through it now. And probably when I get to that point, I'm going to be like, well, I'm too tired and I don't want to play those games anymore. And frankly, when I do have downtime, I end up not doing a whole lot because I am so tired. Like, I put all of my waking energy into this content. That's not smart work. That's trading so much time for my money in a disproportionate way that is not in my favor. And the problem is, when it comes to educational videos like this with the views and things like that, like, I can't make people care about a tutorial that they don't need. And I think a lot of the YouTube advice really, you know, a lot of the people who are just like, just make better titles and thumbnails or tell a story. Like, the issue with applying that to educational content or like hands-on tutorial content is if you try to tell a big story in a video that's just about one thing, you piss off everyone who's there to show up to learn about that one thing. And the people who came for the story are probably not getting a worthwhile story and they don't care about the thing. Like, I unsubscribed from so many channels after the Casey Neistat, like, thing, where everyone was copying Casey, and suddenly they'd post a video like selling all my camera gear. And I'm like, okay, I want to hear about why you're selling all your camera gear. And it's a 20-minute vlog that starts with them making coffee at the start of the day. And the core topic of the video is like 2 minutes in the middle of the video. And I'm like, this is terrible. I'm out. And unsubscribed from so many channels. I don't want to be that guy. But like at the same time, the amount of work I put in for videos that I can't make more than however many people watch care about it. Like, it's not worth it. Well, okay, that's not true. I'm still doing this. I still want to do this. It's worth it. But, like, I need to find alternative routes to be able to make things that I get in front of people and to, like, spend my time a little more fun or a little more about me. And so streaming's going to be a part of that, where I just get to have conversations with you all instead of it being a one-way, video. But also that means doing more creative stuff and hopefully supplementing some more of that income so I can pay editors to take even more load off my plate, which is part of the problem of it. Is like, I'm doing everything myself and I've been working with editors, but like I don't have the budget to pay them to edit every video or anything like that. Like, it gets super expensive super quickly, and I don't make enough per video to make up for that. And it's a chicken and the egg scenario of, if I have editors, I can scale my output and scale my income. But in order to do that, I need to have income to then scale my, so I'm still working all that out this year, but that's part of where streaming comes from. And that's part of that weird feeling. Like I said, I completely lost where this conversation started. Clearly, I lost the plot, but like, that's why I'm trying to find my place for me, and why I actually started a Patreon for my art stuff. I don't expect it to go anywhere. We literally, like, I've advertised it and we don't have a single pledge, and that's fine. Like, whatever. Don't. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. 100%. But like, if you see me put up the random, like I did like an OnlyFans thing where I was going to do weird unboxings and then that didn't work out. I was going to do this Patreon. Like, if you see me experimenting with these weird one-off projects, it's specifically because I'm trying to figure out like where I can get my feet in to do the fun stuff. And realistically, like, I don't want to be a game streamer. Like, I don't think that as my core, like, I don't have the lifestyle for that at this point. And I don't want to just play the same games over and over. Like, that's not fun. Like, we did one stream of a Pokemon ROM hack. I would love to get back to it, but I don't want to just have to grind that out every day. So like, it's really tough. It's hard to figure out where I fit. Yeah, existential crisis, like I started out with. All right, catching up back with chat real quick. I'm sorry I went on that giant tangent. Best game of the year video was really good. Hell yeah. Just re-up my curiosity stream. Hell yeah. Much appreciated. Maybe the history of insert platform quickly. The problem is, or quickie. The problem is, I don't think there is a quickie for a lot of the stuff I want to talk about. Like, I have plans, and I'm not going to get into too many details because they're real plans, but I want to do some actual documentary content about the history of broadcast and OBS and Twitch and blah, blah, blah. But those aren't quick subjects. I could do a quick video just to gauge interest, I guess. But I also overdo everything, so it's really hard to, like... It's really hard. I'll take this as a warning, aspiring 3D animation content creator, and I feel like I get into that same indefinite delayed gratification trap. Yeah, I mean, that's how it is for me. Like, I went from, before I was hardcore into YouTube, like, gaming was all I did, to, and even when I was doing gaming YouTubing, to, like, I play games once or twice every couple weeks, even though they're one of my favorite things, even though I'm surrounded by them. And it's just one of those things where I just, every single day, it's, I gotta do it later. I gotta work on a video right now, or I gotta do this right now. And so right now I'm really enjoying streaming. And so even though it's still work and not playing games, it's at least something fun for me. That's a break from the monotony. Like, I need to finish this capture card review, but at this point it got a little tedious. And so I'd rather just stream, etc. Etc. On Twitch, people will watch you do just about anything as long as it's you. Games are nice background noise. Yeah, I've noticed that. There's apparently 67 people watching right now. I had no idea. Y'all are wild. Whoa, whoa, you play games? Yeah, exactly. Brittany GNS, what up? Thank you for stopping by. You should do a Twitch Plays Pokemon. Like, I have cool ideas, and I want to do, like, more stuff with other people. It's just hard to coordinate, and again, with my schedule, like, most of my work hours are after my kid goes to bed. No one else is available, and everyone else has healthy lives and is going to sleep. Curious if you're using a mechanical keyboard. Yeah, so I'm using the glorious full-size keyboard with Box Royale switches. I am in love with Box Royale switches at the moment. It was the only full-size keyboard I could get in. Like, I built it in January of last year. Like, it was the only keyboard I could get in at the time. I'm very disappointed in the custom keyboard space. And I know, like, it's all supposed to be bougie and minimalist, but, like, to have a hardcore custom building and soldering enthusiast space of building things, and for all of the options to be taking away functionality or size or capability instead of adding on to it, was an incredibly disappointing discovery. I'm like, yeah, keyboards, you want to build them custom, so you add more stuff to it, and instead it's like, no, do you want half of the keys you currently have or a quarter of the keys you currently have? And I'm like, excuse me? No, I want more. Congrats on 10K followers. A little surprised it's not more than that. Yeah, I mean, I don't stream a whole heck of a lot, so I'm not surprised. I pretty much only promote it on my OBS masterclass and things like that. Like, I have a keyboard. Can I get to it without destroying everything? Yes. I have a keyboard that I want to show. This is a keyboard from a This is a keyboard from a company called Genovation. They make macro keypads and keypads for like business operations, point of sale systems, things like that. And back in 2016, when I was heavy into my video editing macros and stuff, I reviewed one of their like main keypads that I got, and then they sent me this bad boy. This is a full-size keyboard with 64 relegendable macro keys on top. 64. That is like 4 Stream Decks or XLs. Like, incredible amount of macro keys. Now, their software is all manual hotkey integration, so you have to write your own auto hotkey scripts. There's no Stream Deck software or whatever. Incredible keyboard. The problem, other than the price, is they are Cherry MX Black switches. If you have sensitive hands, or frankly, if you've ever used them, Cherry MX Black are some of the worst possible switches you can put in a keyboard ever. They are worse than membrane. I fell in love with this keyboard to use the macros and stuff, and literally every day at the end of the day, my hands were screaming. Now, I have sensitive hands from years of RSI probably, and my mom has rheumatoid arthritis, and I think I probably inherited that somehow. But like, I specifically go for specific switches because of the way that they play on my hands. These are hell, and I specifically emailed them. I'm like, hey, MX Black switches are absolutely horrible for this kind of workflow. Have you considered, could I pay you to make a new model with blues or browns or something? They wrote back and said, we don't really make keyboards for gamers, so no. And I'm just like, what the fuck? A typist does not want to use MX Black switches. And that was the end of my contact with that company ever. But, like, I was very disappointed, because otherwise, it's the perfect keyboard. And so when I got into the custom keyboard game, I'm like, this is probably normal, because I see people like Knackers makes all those little custom macro keypads. So like, macro keypads are like a thing. So why aren't there keyboards that combine them? And then I looked into it, and there's not a single goddamn keyboard board on the market that you can buy right now to put your own switches in that has more than the default keyboard layout. And there's barely any with the default 104 key layout. Like, I was so disappointed. I'd assume they use MX Black to prevent accidental key presses. Maybe. They prevent half of my key presses in the first place. Someone asked about swapping the switches. I'd have to take it apart to see, like, if it's possible, like, I'll do it. I wasn't as savvy when I originally, like, boxed this up forever. I get the feeling that they're, like, baked into the board, though, so I'm not even sure that it would be possible. Like, the way they make it, I get the feeling that, Hammer Brother, hit me up on Discord, we can maybe talk. I'll take it apart and make sure it's something that's even actually doable first. Alright, I need to blow my nose real quick and not be gross on stream, so I'm going to pop up a BRB screen. Appreciate your patience.
Head.
Oh! Actually, I want to keep streaming, so I'm going to run and grab water from the house real quick. It'll be like super quick, but I do have to run between the house and the studio. I'm really sorry. I will be right back.
That is a tomato-based sauce that's mostly garlic and habanero peppers. And
I'm not, and you're hearing nothing. That's a bad promo, but I'll turn it on
Free slap.
how do I get it?
Double!
What the F?
Okay. Really sorry about that. It is also raining, so I definitely got rainwater in my water cup, but... so that is provided by a service called Athena-Scope that does AI-generated highlights and clips, and then synced up to our backing track music. One thing we can probably set up today. I have a GoPro. I want to strap it to my mic arm for like a GoPro cam. It's probably going to be a really stupid thing, but I just kind of want it. But yeah, it's a free service. It just analyzes your VODs. It only supports specific games because they have to train the AI on it. But it's really cool. Are you using NVIDIA's noise removal? No. Did you see you got outscoped by LGR on the Twiddler? Yeah, he posted a video on the original Twiddler like the next day. That was hilarious. Handman Slim with the Prime sub! Thank you very much. Hope you are having a great weekend. Do I need one of those things where, like, we have a routine whenever I get a sub? Like, I don't know that I should dance, but, like, Should we come up with a consistent thing? What's up, Brown Tiger? Wife wants to know where you got your pants from. I don't remember. It was on an Instagram ad. I buy a lot of clothes off of Instagram ads. It's really a bad habit. Alright, we need a micro HDMI cable that's long enough and a USB-C cable to run to power. Let's do it.
I used to do a dance for subs, and boy, did it become a task. I'm sure. I'm sure. All right, we need micro HDMI. Oh, that should be hopefully perfect size. And then USB-C to A for power that's long enough. Why are there two cables here? I don't know that those are long enough. This one would be long enough. All right. USB-C to A cable for power. I feel like instead of dancing, I just need like specific graphics. I just don't know what they would be. I'm gonna lock my phone with Touch Portal because I haven't used it in like half of an hour or an hour. Wait, you're wearing a lav mic or something? Yeah! I switched between them.
It's like magic, other than the fact that the giant, large diaphragm condenser microphone is significantly better. Winamp visualizations, yes. So there's this software called Lumen, I think. I think that's it. That does like basically analog visualization stuff and synthesis stuff, but on a computer. But it only runs on Mac, and I want to use it on PC for my graphics. And I can I don't know if it'll run on my Mac Mini. Dude, I miss like awesome music visualizers. I don't know why those like died out as a fad. They were so cool. All right, so the goal here is fairly simple. I'm gonna take, I don't know if this HDMI cable will reach. I'm gonna take this GoPro and just zip tie it to this part of my mic arm. I don't think it even shows up on camera, so that's even better. And then I have a mic cam, and maybe that can just be my sub thing, as I just get all right up on you. This is why I needed water. 1 second. All right up on you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for subscribing. But, you know, with a true face-to-face action. God, my voice is already worn out. I should have had water here to begin with. Always drink water with your streams, ladies and gentlemen. Is it possible to hook up a 360 cam to OBS? So there are certain 360 cams which will stream over your network and feed in as a camera. You're obviously not going to have a 360 view to play with in OBS, but you can like split it up and stuff depending on the camera. I'm looking into options for it because I think dropping one down like just slightly in the center of my studio would make for some really sick shots. But, or like if there was, ooh, okay. Since we're talking about streaming innovations earlier, I want someone to make a streamer's 360-degree camera where there's software involved, where there's an API and chat commands can literally like control the angle or like move it around like with chat commands. That would be incredible. It would be super niche and super expensive and no one would buy it, but it would be awesome. I have an Insta360 One X too. Yeah, I have the original Insta360 One X or whatever, but it doesn't have any streaming software to like run it to your computer. 120 FPS streaming, AV1 1440p soon. I mean, not till the encoders are better. Like I do want to encourage in whatever way I can Twitch and YouTube to start enabling these if they have the capacity to do it. That way OBS can just enable it for streaming, but it's still Definitely not 1440p, 120 FPS. Like, I can bear, excuse me, even on my Threadripper, I can barely do 1080p 60. All right. We need zip ties. Please just give us more megabits for reals. Dog. I'm gonna mute my mic for a sec so I don't keep bumping it when I'm zip tying this. I gotta put two together. Most security cameras support a common protocol called OnVIF. That would be interesting. Yeah, they would be very high latency. I know some, like the Wise cameras and stuff, you can install custom firmware in some of them to get RTMP support, but even that would be high latency too. And then I think that kind of breaks their functionality as an actual security camera. So you can't have them dual purpose. And I don't think either way the 360 cams support either of those protocols. I'm so sorry, that was probably really loud. Zip tie ASMR. I have one of the ASMR mics. We could totally do ASMR streams as a joke, and then everyone would hate me. Alright. I have the ear mic. Like, I could do it. Obviously, it's not stereo, so you don't get any of the binaural effect. Glad I didn't have a view for you all to just, like, see my ass bent over under the desk. ASMR editing video? And today we're gonna do a ripple cut. Click. Click. You're using the Wave 3, right? No, I'm using the Lewitt LCT 440 Pure. Imagine wearing dresses and having to set up cables under desks. No, please. Oh god, I opened my OBS portable. Everything's gonna break. Oh god. Oh no. Oh man. Oh god. Oh man. It's happening. Okay. I think we're good. Alright, I think we can set up my... Oh no, OBS crashed. Okay, not this OBS. Woo! Alright, I think I can set up the GoPro now. This is probably gonna look stupid as hell. Video capture device. GoPro. Get in the pro. GoPro. Oh god, did OBS die? Oh, we're back. Huh. That was crazy. Okay, it was frozen on my side. I think it's HDMI 2. It's not 4. Come on, cam link. Oh, that's my face. It's so dumb. Oh, stereo audio. Sorry. Oh boy. Okay. This is so dumb. But I can get right up on the microphone and say hello. Actually, I don't know what image mode this is in. It might go wider and look a bit more realistic. Thank you for the tier 1 sub, Brown Tiger 73. A weird time to sub, but I'll take it. Alright, let's figure this out. Getting this aligned is really dumb. My only complaint about StreamOS within the stream elements here is there's no alpha channel for the like cutout for the webcam, so I have to like line it up on top, which is really tedious and dumb. But I can just do this for now. It doesn't gotta be perfect for now. But now I can just be like, I can use this for tutorials and stuff too, for like super serious moments. Just gotta like get it turned right. Thank you for subscribing, Brown Tiger 73. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I can't believe I'm talking down to you like this. Oh yeah. This is so dumb. Alright, now we gotta snip the zip ties. We're gonna have some zip ASMR going on here. Ah, it's like one of those haircut ASMRs. You need lighting from below now. I mean, I'm fairly evenly lit. Like, you don't need to be seeing this lit up, but like oh yes, hello. So something I run into looks like a 90s commercial camera angle. Actually, that's perfect. That's perfect, especially because I do a lot of those goofy commercials anyway. But like, so, something I want to do more in my videos and streams, well, specifically videos, is like, I keep setting up video profiles for my OBS, where I have all these camera angles set up, and I want to show it in videos, and instead I end up like recording my camera separate and just recording the stream and doing something basic, whereas I want to have, I guess, the planning or the creativity or whatever to jump in and just be like, alright, so here's how you do this setting, but don't forget, if you don't check this box, everything's gonna go wrong. And then come back and whatever. Also, this is very orange or very saturated, so it makes this look undersaturated when this is how I should look. That's the issue with color, is every time something is more contrasty or more saturated, it makes stuff that it's accurate look undersaturated or like not contrasty enough. Throw a bunch of ESS overlays and color corrections on it. Perfect. Dude, actually, hold up. I can't do the noise right now, but I can do the... Actually, I don't know that I can do it. I don't know where it's located. I have an RGB separation effect from Exceldro as a shader. And then with the new OBS beta, which I don't have this running on, I could do the VHS overlays with blending modes. But what I could do is I have a camera ran through my VHS rig right now, so I can switch to that. I just have to It's only running on Wi-Fi right now, so its network speed's very slow, so I can't really show it off. But like, I have a mounted VHS camcorder that runs through my VHS stack for me to use in streams once I get it wired up in internet. But I have to run like 50 new Ethernet runs through this studio. That's gonna be hell. I may have to buy another spool too. But yes, I love this angle. I just want more creative stuff like this. And then I guess I need you all to stay on top of me, or I need to plan a bit better for me to actually make use of it. But I can just be like, whoa, you won! Roll the dice, do whatever. Ho-ho! I summoned the Blue Eyes White Dragon! Whoa, radical! I am inside your mind. Cool stuff like that. Like, this is so dumb. But there's no reason not to do it when I have it. And that's what dumb stuff's all about, right? It's so dumb, but it's so good. Like, I don't know, something about the microphone taking up most of the shot. Like, and since it's a GoPro, everything's in focus. I don't know. Something about it is just wild. And like, I can hide here. I can just be like, oh, you don't see me, blah, 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 blah. Dude, I could do one of those POV TikToks where like, it's like point of view. You're the microphone and your YouTuber is recording a video. I don't understand most of those, but. Yeah, blending modes are awesome. Unfortunately, it doesn't have all of them, so it doesn't have like hard light and soft light and all of that, but. But yeah, basically the studio is going to be filled with dumb angles like this, because we have this, we have this. We have a similar angle like this over in the retro room that's set up as like my security camera. I've got an overhead shot here I'm going to set up. Actually, does that show up in the webcam shot? Barely. So you can see at the top I have another little bird dog camera I'm going to run as an overhead. What's up, Dead Proof? Do the new blend modes help mitigate the need for transparent sources? Yes, because you can do screen and stuff like that. What song in this? This is Plus Ultra off of Versus 2. By the way, backintrack.gg if you want royalty-free, stream-safe, video-safe, podcast-safe, rock and metal music. Free to download, free to use, free to stream. Wear pants, then it's not a problem. Don't think about what others like, how they think of ideas, get into your head. Just be real 100%, yeah. I mean, honestly, it comes down to like that's something I've really been enjoying about streaming and chatting with you all is like most of my ideas get generated here. Because if it's just me recording videos, I get so fixated on my specific formats for everything that I just do the same thing forever. And then I'm like, man, I miss experimenting and doing cool stuff. And it's what we get to do here. By the way, after all the Streamlabs drama, I got a couple emails from the Lightstream people. And so I'm hoping I can work with them to chat about some stuff soon. I'm very excited for that. I feel bad because I'm saying that and I have yet to respond to one of the emails and I need to. Hunter! Hunter, why? Y'all have gifted so many subs. Oh, we're at 69. Nice. Ah. Thank you so much, dude. Jesus. Why would you do this? He asked for a 500 sub goal. Honestly, I set that as a joke whenever I was making my sub goal. Because I thought it was funny and completely unattainable, and I forgot to change it back. Like, I think I changed it on one of the temporary ones and didn't change it on this one. RIP now attainable. With streams like this, it feels like it. It's just wild. I do need to get more emotes and stuff going. Like, that's the big downfall here. By the way, those Discord ads are right. You should join us on Discord. 69 subs. Nice. Alright, thank you so much, dude. See, Hunter's the real MVP. He shows up, he plugs our music, and then he drops a whole bunch of subs. Like, VoxPog win. Oh my god. I did import a bunch of the emotes over from our Discord server of my face and stuff. Like, mainly it comes down, I just need to get them made. Like, I think I need to start with just getting the, like, default set of expected emotes made, and just having those commissioned, which I can do at some point. I just need an artist. And I know someone, and every time I bring this up, someone says they have someone, and I just need to ask them. So just literally at me on Discord some links, and I'll do it. Just watched your update video on YouTube? Heck yeah. Unfortunately, I'm still on the older version for this OBS, so I can't even show the cool blending modes, but that's okay. Why did it pop up the properties? That ruined my mojo. I was gonna be cool. Thank you for the subs, the gifted subs, Hunter. They're inside your mind, and now they're inside Bezos's mind. It's so dumb. I love it. All right, we're gonna have fun this year. This year, we're gonna have a lot of fucking fun. Actually, you know what I could do for some of my emotes? Like, I could turn that little, the no privacy glitch art I just showed, like, I could take out the text and just turn that into something. Like, those goofy little symbols and stuff, like, I could turn some of that stuff into emotes, too. It'd be like little NFTs, but they're on Twitch instead of NFTs. It's almost 5 a.m. Holy crap, Immicat. You should probably be in bed. Have a good time zone, everyone. There is only one stream, Professor. There can only be one. Thank you, Alien. I appreciate the kind words. Hope you have a great night, Immicat. Have a great rest of your weekend or start of the week or wherever you are, whenever you are. Are you in the future? You're in the future, Immicat. You're in the future. How cool is that? We have time travelers in our stream. $12:30 p.m. on Sunday. Yeah, you're really far in the future, Regent. So next up, we're gonna get people from the past, right? Hey, Tokyo, thank you for the Twitter follow as well. Appreciate you. So, like, Alaska? Yeah. Something like that. Quick, send me all the winning sports games and lotto numbers. Alright, I promise I'm done eating after this one. I needed some blood sugar going. Did I show you all? Discord sent me a Wumpus as the holiday present for partners. Absolutely adorable. And it's one of the stuffed animals that has beans in its butt, so it actually stays like sitting up, which is awesome. It's my first like real Discord merch other than my partner hoodie. So that's freaking awesome. And I love that they have the little keychain like here. I treat it just like an ear piercing basically. I'm just gonna leave it there. But I love it. It's adorable. And it just sits. Hey, what's up, Shane Station? I'm gonna set it right here next to my speakers. Wumpus is always watching. You've heard of Elf on a Shelf. Get ready for Wumpus on a Bumpus? Partner, I can't see a partner notch on the channel. It's right there on my Discord server. This is Discord, not Twitch. Twitch don't have an animal logo. Or mascot. I ain't Twitch, partner. They're not giving that to me. I mean, I don't stream consistently enough anyway, but even if I had, they don't want to partner the stream professor. That doesn't sound like a good idea. I don't think Twitch's thing has a name. It's just the Twitch symbol. I do have the light over there, and then I have the plush pillow for Twitch back in my plush corner in the retro side. Isn't it called glitch? Probably. It's a glitch. Twitch glitch. Ha! I get it. Of course, when you search for Twitch glitch, it just finds mostly is Twitch glitching, how to glitch Twitch. Why is their branding site animated? Oh dear God. Oh no. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called glitch. You're probably right. Oh yeah, because they did like a glitch con thing. Regardless. Wow, they have a Twitch. Hang on. Y'all gotta see this. Why? They have a Twitch Jenga. Like, some of the merch makes sense. Like, you got your hoodies, cups, that's fine. Pillow, But Jenga? Who is this for? When the merch team sat down and thought of who their ideal customers were to buy merch from Twitch, who did they envision being stoked for a Twitch Jenga set? It doesn't even have reviews. Like, I would believe that literally not a single human being has purchased this. I just kind of want to know why. I feel like Jenga with dark blocks is kind of weird anyway. It's harder to see where they are or aren't. Just feels weird. I don't get it. They have a hat keychain? I guess it's kind of cool. The hoodie keychain. That's the way to go. It looks cool, but like, kind of weird. Where'd you get the Stream Professor LED light? That was a custom order off AliExpress. It was actually fairly straightforward. I just went to one of the custom neon LED things and messaged them, and they gave me a couple font options. We decided on what I wanted it to look like and the colors, and then they mailed it and sent it, and it arrived faster than just about anything I get off of AliExpress, which was kind of impressive. And it was like 150 bucks, I want to say. It wasn't too bad. Like, it was pretty solid. Like, there's a bunch of listings for that kind of thing on AliExpress. I kind of like weird merch like that, though. I'd definitely buy it as a background item. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I ain't knocking it if someone likes it. It just sticks out to me as one of those things where it's like, one of these things is not like the other in terms of like what you typically think of for merch. Oh, the pillow got more expensive. Oh, there's a ninja pillow. Yeah. Oh, okay, I want the bread. Holy crap. Don't let me order this. They have a bigger one for only $1 more. It's the same pictures though. It even rises like bread because it has to decompress. I kind of want to buy this for my wife as a joke. I don't know why. They would be pissed. But it just seems so funny. I want to buy this for someone as a joke. Maybe not my wife, but like someone. I want to buy this and like unpack it and just like leave it in their space without them seeing it. And just... maybe I'll take it to my parents or something. I don't know. I don't know why. But I think it would just be hilarious to take to someone and just suddenly have them walk into a room where they're used to where their stuff is and there just be a giant bread. Oh dear. And like she's trying so hard to model it. It's just bread. It looks comfy. That laying down on your stomach on a fake hardwood floor does not look comfy, but the pillow does. Oh my god. Oh dear. They have what is... They have a tortilla plate. What? Loafers? So you're telling me you could become the ultimate bread man with the bread body pillow. 30... Who sent me that? Who did this? Because now I have to. Thanks, chat. That's gonna be... We're buying bread. We are buying bread on stream. Can we appreciate the reality of the situation that we are in? We are buying bread live on stream, sending bread to a P.O. box where bread should not go. It's amazing. We're making things happen. And I don't understand why. Instead of sending it to my P.O. box, I would totally send it to like directly to someone if it shipped completely like... I don't know how to explain what I'm saying. Like decompressed. Like if we could ship it completely decompressed, I would just ship it directly to someone because I think it would be hilarious. Just an anonymous giant bread to show up. But I can't believe we're doing this. Y'all, it's so dumb. Alright, it's ordered. It'll be in my bread box. That's so dumb. Oh my god. Alright, so I want us to get to the point of realizing what you can do here. You can take the giant bread body pillow. You can take the tortilla blanket. Okay. Wrap yourself in the tortilla. No, better yet, take the tortilla blanket. Why does it have foil on it? Take the tortilla blanket, make a cape, hold the bread body pillow in your arms. Oh my god, they have pizza and waffles too. That's amazing. But we're sticking with the tortilla. And then take the bread shoes. And you could just become the bread man or bread woman. Just be the bread person. They're so ridiculous. They're like little rolls. Oh my god. They look kind of comfy too. Too short. Big socks for slippers. Oh my god, the puns. I was worried they might be half-baked, but they're a perfect fit. Delivery so fast they were still warm from the oven. Like having two soft brioche that you can chuck your feet into and loaf around the house. They look even more delicious than I expected. You won't find butter slippers out there. Crust me! I might crumb back and get more gifts for the family. It's the yeast they deserve. I don't ever vote on reviews. And I wanna... How do I mark it as helpful? Can I not mark it as helpful? I want to give them a vote. Damn it, there's no button for it. Huh. Did they take away that option? I can report it. Oh, I can vote it here. Alright, what was it called? Crust what I was needed. Crust what I needed. Do not wait. Oh my god. Oh, it's from the, because they're from the UK. Oh, yeah, you're right. Damn. It deserves a vote. That's amazing. I can't, y'all. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Alright, well that'll be in my P.O. box next week. Someone remind me to go pick it up. I don't know who I'm gonna prank with it. But we gotta do something, or else it'll just live in the studio. I'll just start having bread in the background of videos, and people will be very confused. But if you haven't seen me tweet about it by like, what is it, Saturday? If you haven't seen me tweet about it by Wednesday, someone message me and be like, yo, go pick up your bread. Go get that bread! Your crust what I needed. Your crust what I needed. You gotta get... Oh, my GoPro went off. Alright, so that's something I gotta figure out. This GoPro... Damn, I was hoping it still wouldn't do that. This GoPro, I bought used, and I don't know if it's broken or has issues, but like, it frequently just turns itself off, and I don't know why. You gotta get that bread. You have the opposite problem in knackers. It stays on forever. It might be an option. Can I wiggle it out of my zip tie, or is it stuck? Alright, I'm gonna rotate my mic arm. Maybe? There's not really a whole lot of settings for this. Like, I don't know. Maybe some sort of USB setting in Windows? It couldn't be in Windows, it's plugged into wall power. I don't know. But there's not a whole lot of menus on these things. Oh, found it! Yeah! Okay, GoPro menus are absolutely horrendous to navigate. But there was definitely just an auto-off setting, and it was set to 15 minutes. Sweet! Now I just gotta remember to turn it off. So we should be good now. I've had that issue. I've had this thing since like 2017 or 2018, and I've always had that issue. So now we should just be good forever. Oh, I look overexposed now. I was not overexposed before. Somehow the exposure got changed. Great. I gotta mess with that too. Anyway. Off topic. Have you tried Elgato's big mic arm? Yes, it is right here. I really need a new one, and I'm not a fan of the looks of the Rode one, but the blue one is a bit too expensive. Yeah, I mean, it's wonderful. I hate the blue one, and I hate the Rode, the old Rode one. I haven't tried the new Rode one yet. So, we'll get to that point. It's still in the box. I have that, and then the microphone arm from 512 Audio that I need to... I'm basically just going to review them together just to get them out of the way. But I know other people like it, and that's fine if you do, but I cannot stand the blue Compass. But I'm all about low profile mic arms for most of my setups. It doesn't work over here because it's all modular and stuff, so I just keep the big one out of the way. But like right here, I'm actually using one of those Manfrotto friction arms and super clamps as a mic arm. And it just stays here. I don't ever have to move it. Ever tried any VR headsets? Unfortunately, only one. I have the original Oculus Rift, and it's still in a box. I used it a total of like 5 times. And at this point, it doesn't feel worth getting out because it's probably too dated to really do much of anything with. And that is unfortunate. Alright, I can't believe we ordered a bread plush today. Y'all are wild. Wave arm handles up to 750G, so it won't handle a Rode Pod mic. It should have no problem with the Rode Pod mic. It held everything. Like, I'm pretty sure I can put a pod mic on it right now. Like, it's fine. It'll hold it just fine. Oh, Jesus, what the hell? Where did that come from? A freaking moth or something. It hit my hand. That was weird. I don't know why there's still a bug. It's freaking ice cold outside. Go away. That was terrifying. Thank you for the tier 1 sub, Rush Dark Shadow. Hope you don't mind letting me inside your mind. I'm really mad that this is overexposed now. I gotta fix it. Like, it's gonna bother me. I have to fix it now. I don't know why it got overexposed. Please don't talk about entry. I didn't mean it that way, and you know it. Okay, let's look at it now. All right, I think that's back to where we were. Sweet. You can use a Dremel and rip off some of the plastic of the heavy mic, like those gaming mics, Rick. Don't do that to your microphone. And it's metal. The weight in a microphone is metal, not plastic. Don't do that. You'll kill your resale value too. That thing is like a big chunk of metal. That's why it's so heavy. Oh, it was a joke. I didn't know it was a joke. I am not cued in on the awesomeness of jokes. Jokes are confusing. It's been a good stream today. I'm glad I streamed. Glad you all hung out with me. I don't really know like how to transition us to doing anything else at this point, but I appreciate hanging out with y'all. I'm out of Twizzlers. We could play some more of that Pokemon ROM hack. The weird fusion one. Enjoy your sleep, Douglas Buck. What is the coolest item you have in the studio out of everything? That would be hard to choose. But if y'all want to see more of the studio, we can do that, that's for certain.
Okay. What do y'all want to see? So, coolest thing would be rather difficult for me to answer. Like, I have so many things. Well, that sounds really shitty, but like, why is there a moth in here? Is that even a moth? I can't, it's moving too fast. I don't know what it is. Go away. You're interrupting my stream. I have like so much cool stuff I've kept over the years that it's hard for me to really latch onto one being my favorite. Coolest thing is a moth. Definitely not. I will say some notable things if I can coordinate my camera this way. You will notice right here, you cannot see it at all. I have two beefy boy CRT monitors. This is an Impressions 200VX. It's a 21-inch. This is a Silicon Graphics monitor. Really cool. I want to do more CRT gaming streams and Windows XP stuff on stream. So I would have a lot of fun with that. Whoa, you're facing the wall now. So I love those kinds of items in my setup. Obviously, the big PlayStation neon sign, which is not currently on, but this thing is massive and awesome. And blocked off somewhat. My BVM. So displays, basically CRTs. Big O CRT display here. It is the BVM D24. Thing weighs over 100 pounds. So mostly the retro analog stuff is some of my favorite. I got cool video game stuff like the Diablo standee, my tapes, but like, I think my favorite is just the cool like analog stuff I've kept over the years. I think that's my answer. How did you fit so much of this in your last apartment? That is one of life's great mysteries. Looks like a Radio Shack and a GameStop just exploded in there. So part of that is because all the lights are like, I have the overhead lights on, which kind of kills the vibe, and then I have a lot of the extraneous lights off. If I turn off the overhead lights, you get more of the vibe, although the neon is still not on, and I'm not gonna turn it on just to leave it on for like half an hour. But like, when I have these lights off and then all the cool lights on, like you get some more of the kind of cool vibe. And what I'm going for is like a video rental shop crossed with an arcade. So when I have all the CRTs going and the, you know, shelves of games and tapes and all the TVs on, like you get that cool game store, video rental store vibe. And then my goal is to take, I hope I'm not clipping or pinging too much. Do let me know in chat if I am. I've been struggling with audio levels with this lab. I want to take this back wall, which currently is just pure storage shelves. And at some point I want to get rid of all this shit. But a lot of it is like gear for videos or review units for like stuff, ongoing projects. So I don't know how to get rid of it yet. But like, I want to reduce the amount of storage I have on the storage wall and put in actual arcade machines. Now, ever since the pandemic hit, I have had a very difficult time actually finding listings for affordable arcade machines and stuff. Like there was a period where a whole bunch hit the market when everything originally shut down. I didn't even have the house yet, and then wasn't in a financial position to buy them. And even right now, I don't have the liquid cash right now to just buy a big expensive arcade machine because now people are asking a lot for them. But my goal is to have, like I could fit 3 or 4 basic arcade cabs back there, and then both as a backdrop set and just having fun. That would be fucking incredible. So that is my long-term goal, is to turn that side into an arcade, and then we have like the complete vibe basically. I've been working on, I've got these, I don't know if you can see it. I'll come over here and control the camera. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. I have these mirrors on the ceiling now. I'm getting some of these weird like wobbly mirrors going that reflect some of the lighting. Yeah, I don't think you'll see them right now because most of the neon's off, but I've got a little panel of them here and a panel of them here, like reflecting some of the lights, and they do cool stuff. And then I want to get some of that material to build the cloud ceilings you see on TikTok and stuff kind of around the rest of my light stuff and get some of that going. It also helps with, you know, sound diffusion and stuff anyway, so that seems pretty cool. But yeah, other than the fact that I have stuff everywhere because I always have like right now, I have a big old pile of cables because these need to sit out for the video switcher project I'm working on. I have boxes I just opened. I have this hardware that doesn't have a home right now. Like I always have ongoing projects, so it's never cleaned up to be like that clean, nostalgic video rental store vibe. That's kind of what I'm going for. Wouldn't mind seeing wave arm pod mic test. Yeah. Let me find my pod mic real quick. It is over here somewhere in the microphone bins. I think it's this one. Yeah. I wish I could show you all the wide angle camera from that side, but NDI was not working. All right, pod mic. All right, let me turn off. Let me turn off phantom power to my mixer so I can unplug the microphone on here. So again, this is the Wave mic arm, just the normal one. I have the CAD E100S on it at the moment, and I do have the weight on it, so we'll see if it holds it with or without the weight. Actually, I don't need to do this, hold on. Quick release mounts. Although now I'm not gonna get this one out of this one. There we go. All right, so even with the weight on it, because the wave arm comes with a weight for lighter mics, like it sags a little bit if I have it at the max height, but it's fine. And then if I take the weight off, like this is fully extended forward and up really high. It doesn't even begin to have a problem. Like I said, this thing's built like a tank. It does not have any issues with weight. Whee! Anyway. I really love that the wave arm comes with an extension for having it over the monitor. Hell yeah. So it also looks cool back here with this in the backdrop. When I have all the different Elgato lights turned on over here on this setup, the problem is they keep like disconnecting from my Wi-Fi. And I haven't quite figured that out yet. Yeah, I have NDI checked on here. I need to do a full Windows reinstall of this computer. And get everything set up from scratch. So that is coming at some point. I just keep putting it off so I can just stream instead. We can check out a badass, super expensive network switch if you'd like. Let me put this tote down. Ow. All right. Dookie boy. All right, let's do this. Actually, we got a couple things we could unbox here. I may need to turn the lights back on for this camera view, however. Yeah, that's pretty dark. Here, we'll do this. How does this look? Oh, this isn't plugged in. Never mind. We'll turn the lights back on. That's fine. And I'm knocking stuff over. Classic. All right, so check this bad boy out. This is an incredibly expensive network switch. This is sent over from the awesome people. Where did my knife go? That sucks. The awesome people over at Netgear in kind of conjunction with our Bird Dog sponsorship we have going. This is an AV switch. So it's a switch that's specifically engineered and optimized for AV over IP protocols. So NDI, SRT, all that kind of stuff. Dante for audio. It's specifically designed with those workflows in mind. And specifically, since we're adding so many NDI nodes to my network, we are in need of a big one. The cool part about this as well is that, again, since it's designed for production workflows, you have full control over the fan. So a big issue I've run into with all of my networking stuff is my server rack is in the same place as all of my rest of my work. I can't use enterprise gear that gets really loud. Oh Lord, this camera's like really choppy. Whatever, it's fine. So this is the M4250 line of switches from Netgear, and this thing is a tank. Well, if I can get it out of here. Oh, there we go. I believe we have 24 gigabit Ethernet ports. We have a USB-C port, I guess, for management. I have 2 more console ports, and then we have 4 SFP Plus 10 gig uplinks so that I can connect it back to the rest of my 10 gig network. Because the thing is I want to be streaming multiple cameras at a time. And every camera I own, even the 4K ones, will stream NDI over a gigabit pipe. but multiple 4K and higher and whatever NDI feeds will quickly saturate a 1 gig pipe, and I specifically needed something that I could connect back to my 10 gig network. Now this looks to be a different module than I am used to, so I'm gonna figure out how, or have to figure out how to convert that back to my 10 gig. But 24, well that says 26. I don't know what those two are for, they're kind of separate, but 24 to 26, actually it is 26. Okay, 26 gigabit ports. I realize you're not seeing a whole lot here. 26 gigabit ports here, and then 4 10 gig ports that I can use to uplink to my other switches. Absolutely bonkers. Of course, the camera's not gonna freaking focus. Let me see if I can fix that. Stupid camera. I feel like the dude off Courage the Cowardly Dog. Stupid dog. That's not focusing. Tap to focus, please. There we go. So 26 gigabit, couple console, USB-C, which is always weird to see, and then fancy 10 gig. It's still not focusing, but whatever. Power here, and then just fancy blinking lights here, and then a USB type A port and another USB-C to extend the LEDs. I'm not used to that. But this thing is awesome. I don't know what else they would fill this box with, so I'm curious now. So this will allow me to connect. All right, so we got rack ears, some terminal cables, a USB-C to A cable because why not? Power cable and mounting hardware. Sick. So this will allow me to connect up to 26 additional NDI devices to my network and then pipe them all back to my streaming computer over there. So huge, huge, huge shouts out to Netgear. This is a managed switch, so hopefully I can set it to a mostly unmanaged mode or otherwise easily set it up out of the box because I hate networking and it's a pain in the butt, but I hear they make it super easy for this particular work use case, which is the whole reason we went with it. So, yeah, I am very excited. Probably network storage. I guess that could work. Just raw attach a USB hard drive to your switch. I mean, my Synology router had that option. It just seems kind of silly to me. But maybe I'm wrong. Ugh. You can leave it in dumb mode. Perfect, because that's all I need it for. So my question is, where do I put it? Because like it would theoretically be smartest to put it in my server rack. Actually, I'm probably gonna have to put it on my server rack. Never mind. I was considering keeping it over here at the desk because that would be like I could run it off of my main switch here and then run some of the cameras here and possibly have less wiring to do, but I don't think that's gonna work out for a couple reasons. So I'm probably still gonna have to put it in my server rack. I thought I had a workaround. I do not, so never mind. Ignore me. Thanks for stopping by the stream, Regent. It will be too loud to keep under the desk. The demos with the bird dog people, they were able to just turn off the fans entirely or put it into silent mode. So I should still be able to do that. Because if it's too loud to keep under a desk, it's probably too loud to put in my server rack. Like the whole thing was it was supposed to be dead quiet. Or be able to be put into a dead quiet mode. So when I buy that, my kill death ratio in Apex Legends will skyrocket through the roof. Well, no. That's probably okay since you won't be using PoE. I was hoping to use PoE for some of the Bird Dog Flex 4Ks, but I don't necessarily need to, and it would only be for like a few. It wouldn't be for a lot, but I'll figure it out as I go. All right. Well, I appreciate you all hanging out with us. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I think I am going to wrap up today's stream. So we are going to go raid my community manager, Iceorb, streaming on the official channel for our backing track music, by the way. We're trying to get it up to affiliate. So we're going to go raid him, and then I'll probably join his match and keep playing there as long as he is okay with that. So we're going to go ahead and queue up a raid. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Thank you so much for the incredible stream. You all gifted, I don't even know how many subs today. We're at 71. We were at like 40, so holy shit, guys. Hope to see you all in a future stream. Let's raid backing track. And I'll see you all, I guess, in Monday's video. All right, see ya.
My nuke's up at 20. So like maybe I can distract him and try to get in, but... Oh. Check. You just go. Fuck, man. Hey, I got a raid. EposVox. Right as I'm dead. Let him wants to play. Apparently there's raiding coming. Welcome to the stream. First side, totally not our fault, you guys. Yeah, well, you know. Welcome to the stream. We've been grinding super people all day. Trying to break the top 100 rank. Sometimes we make some progress. Sometimes we don't. But it's a fun game. Got my co-pilot here and say hi. Yeah, all music you're hearing, backing track that GG, you know. You're here, you know, you're from the box, you know what it is. Head on over there, get yourself some free music. It would really mean a lot to us if you dropped us a follow, because we're trying to build this channel up so you guys can see some live performances later in this year. And we're going to debut new music here as well, maybe do a little bit of music production.